Right, the Rashi in his first pshat, second pshat rather, Lama Parshu Stuma. There's no break between Vayigash and Vayechi, because Bikesh Yaakov Legal says Haketz, he wanted to reveal the Ketz, V'nistam Mimeno, and it was blocked off from him. So I don't get it. It should say V'nel Lam Mimeno. It was hidden from him, right? What's V'nistam? Blocked. It's not the right verb to use. He wanted to be Megal the Ketz, said V'shachach, or V'nel Lam. Nel Lam Mimeno. Why V'nistam Mimeno? Blocked, and the remes to it. So nistam, nistam, blocked, not nelam, not forgotten, not nistam, and it's alluded to because there's no break between Parshas Vayigash and Vayechi. Right? So I think the word is like this. So it's blocked. It doesn't mean. Doesn't mean he forgot. Doesn't mean that it was hidden.
But what was blocked?
It doesn't say v'nistar mimeno or v'nela mimeno.
Well, what was blocked here? His thought process, his mind.
Right. So we'll get to it. So the remez is that there's no block between Vayigash and Vayechi. So I want to time it that the word is like this. Right, that he wanted to teach us, to tell us about the Ketz, because that way we won't lose our emunah and golos. Right, because it's over. There's a day. This is all temporary. If you don't see, what's the scariest thing about any tzara is that you just don't know if it'll ever end. But if you know that, it's it'll be over soon. It's just temporary. You could cope. That's what Yaakov wanted to give us, the power of the Ketz. But also, not just knowing the Ketz, but with Yaakov revealing it in the Tzur of Divrei Torah, would actually give us not just take away ourselves, give us power, real power, knowing give us a taste of the Geula ahead of time. So V'nistam Mimeno doesn't mean that it was withdrawn, because it just means it's behind a barrier. It's there, but it's behind a barrier. Now, it wasn't. If we say V'nela Mimeno, right? Right. So then, then this koach, this perception, Yaakov wanted to share with us. Taka we would not have any chelik in it, because even Yaakov lost it. He didn't lose it. It was put behind a block, and the block, is that the letters, the oisius and Torah ratzuf. There's no opening. That means it's there behind the fence. Rashi says in Sefer Vayikra, we mentioned that last night, L'mayu revachos misham, so what's the function of the revach between parsha and parsha? Right, is that revach leads bonen, to think. Right. The truth is that the emes is here on earth, just it's blocked, but you could break through that block if you could just spend the time thinking.
Well, if you can't spend the time to think because you're not able to think about that specific subject.
Okay, well, just saying, for those who could think, it's just a matter of thinking. So fine, it's blocked, but you could with the power of heat, and so it's not easy to be mitbonen if it's blocked, if it's behind a barrier, but you could break the barrier if you think hard enough. But it's there, so you could tap into it. That's how Am Yisrael didn't assimilate during the Golos. We tapped into it. Right? Some more by greater hitbonut, some less. And here's the thing: on Shabbos, right? So we have time to think, and that's what you're supposed to use Shabbos for. Shabbos is the revach ben parsha, partially is boning. All right, and maybe that's the pshat. Ilmol yishor shtei Shabbos miyad hayunig olim, because we take out the time, use it right, and think, and we tap into the power of the Ketz, and the Gula would come already. And with this we could say a pshat, that's what it means in the Navi. In Toshim Shazvar Asos Chavtzachol Yom Chavtzi, V'Kosel Shabbos, or called out, Oz Tis'ana Gal Hashem, V'Achalticha Nachalas Yaakov. Right, if you take, you really, the Navi says you keep Shabbos well, where he alludes to keeping all the Yisrei D'Rabbanan also. And you do Oneg Shabbos, then the cross of Shabbos Oneg, and then V'Hachalticha Nachlas Yaakov. You're going to eat Nachlas Yaakov. So Chazal darshan on that pasuk that a person is machilo nachlo bilim mitzarim, a nachlo without boundaries. Shner v'achal ticha nachlas Yaakov, and by Yaakov it says ufaratzta yamav aked matzav negva. No, but now lefi what we're learning, it's beautiful. It goes even deeper. You get nachlas Yaakov, bikesh Yaakov legalas saketz, right? You could get past that with the power of Shabbos. Taking out the time to think and thinking, right? You get nachlas Yaakov. And it's nachla bli mitzarim. You're not in Mitzrayim. You're not in Golos anymore. You get the power of the Kates. And that's why. The eating the nachlas Yaakov, nachla bli mitzarim. You're unfettered. You're not in Golos anymore. You're not in Mitzrayim loshin Mitzrayim. Right? You're not in Mitzrayim, you're not in Golos anymore, and that Chazal very much stems with Il Moishosh Teshvas Miyad Ayu Negolim. We could tap into the power of the cakes that Yaakov wanted to give us, that he actually did give it to us, just it's behind a barrier, just not Ba'agalia, and with Shabbos we could tap into it, because Shabbos is to take a revach Litbonen. And if we'd only use Shabbos that way, we'd get the Nachlas Yaakov, Nachal Bli Mitzarim, which is, to break out of all the Mitzarim, which is also Miyad Ayu Nigolim, Ken Yiratzin.